Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review. And I'm here today to talk to you about how we have a brand new Borg Queen. Yeah, this is the third actress in the Star Trek franchise to take on the role. And she's gonna appear in Star Trek Picard Season 2. In what capacity? I have no idea. And the new actress who plays her is the one in the middle with the red hair. Her name is Annie Wersching, and she's only 44 years old, and I know her from the Marvel's The Runaways, and so she's a really good actress. But I am kind of confused as to probably why they're recasting. It probably has to do with age. The first two actresses are in their 60s, and the Borg Queen outfit is very tight fitting, like rubber, leathery looking stuff, and it's not gonna go well on like their bodies because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. Let's put it like that, because that's a tight fitting suit, and I believe it might. And yeah, it's gonna hurt. Now, of course, the first actress to play the Borg Queen, which is everybody's favorite, is Alice King. Or is it Cringe? However she says her name. She's 67 years old, and she was in Star Trek First Contact, and she also appeared in the finale of Voyager, Endgame. The reason for that, now, the second one, the one on the right, that is Susanna Thompson. Yeah, Susanna Thompson, and she's 63, and she took over the role to play for Voyager, but she hated it so much. Rumor has it she complained left and right. The contacts had little pieces of metal in it. It hurt her eyes. She hated the outfit. She hated her time there so much she did not show up for the finale. Now, what's really interesting is that Annie, she was actually in Star Trek before. She was in Star Trek Enterprise. So, and then just like Susanna, she was in Star Trek before. She played like another character in Star Trek Next Generation. So it is kind of interesting to see that we have a new Borg Queen, and not sure why. We still don't know exactly what's going to go on in season 2, and we don't know if it's going to be time travel, a pocket dimension, another dimension, we don't know yet. We just don't know. And what's really interesting about this is kind of like the one thing about the Borg Queen is never been fully explained about her. We know her species from the Voyager episode, but we don't know what they look like. Also, the question now begs to differ. Is there only one Borg Queen, or are there several? There's so many conflicting sources online that nobody knows. Because every time we always assume she dies, but then she doesn't. Like, she was there during the fight with the Federation back in the TNG episode. We found that out by the movie flashback and stuff. But then that Borg cube exploded, but then somehow she escaped. And at that time, we didn't know how. And then she showed up on Voyager, and it's kind of like, okay. Then she showed up in First Contact, the movie. And then after that, of course, they got trapped back in like the after the events of World War III, and so she died in that movie and stuff. And then that's time travel. So then, of course, they probably did some type of time travel shenanigans where they probably warned, because the Borg did send out a message in the past, and so the Borg Queen, after she saw that Earth was not assimilated, she probably was like, oh, I must have failed. So she must have did something to prevent her death in that movie and stuff. So then she showed up in Voyager. And then so with that, we had that new actress, Susanna. But then, so they made people assume, okay, well, one Borg Queen dies and another one takes her place. But then Alice shows up in the finale. So then it's kind of like, oh, I guess that's not what happened. I guess there's only like one. And then we find out in Star Trek Picard Season 1, she has a very, very powerful transporter. She can basically transport anywhere. So that's how she was able to escape death all them other times. So it is kind of curious to know why now all of a sudden the Borg Queen is going to show up. It would have made more sense if she would have showed up in season 1 of Star Trek Picard, because that had to do with the a Borg cube and some former Borgs and the whole machine empire thing that was supposed to come to like the Alpha Quadrant and destroy stuff. And it would have made more sense if she would have showed up in season 1. This is why these episodes need to be longer per season, because we will get a better story arc. But, you know, that's CBS for you. I hope they don't screw this up. I hope they don't screw the outfit up. It should stay the same as it was in the movie and the Voyager. Man, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't screw this up, because I need my faith restored in Star Trek. I really do. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.